In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the HTML font attribute to define various aspects of your on-page text. And I'm going to tell you not to use it ever again, and instead use CSS to do these things because it's more flexible and easier to maintain. And we're getting started right now. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. It's Bjorn from Higher Learning Lab, where we help you get better at coding so you can earn more for yourself, for your clients, or for your business. If it's your first time here, make sure you click on the subscribe button and then click on the bell notification icon so you're notified when we publish more awesome tutorials for you. And with that out of the way, let's get into the screen capture of this tutorial. I'll see you there. First off, the reason you shouldn't be using it is because it's no longer supported in HTML5. And HTML5, of course, having been out for a number of years, it is the new technology, and slowly but surely everybody is transitioning to HTML5, and this font tag is no longer supported. So really, you shouldn't be using it. Instead, you should be using CSS. However, I will show you how to do this, how to do the HTML font tag, and then how to do the same thing in CSS so you can do the smarter move and migrate right to CSS. So first off, we've got a simple page here with one paragraph and one headline, and the font tag is just a tag. Open the pointy bracket, type in font, and we close it at the end of the text. And inside the font tag, we're allowed to do three things. We can determine the face of the font or the font type. We can determine the size of the font, and we can determine the color of the font. And that's all we can do, just those three things. That's another reason why CSS is better, because you can do, I believe, up to 15 different text properties are available in CSS. And in the font tag, only 3. And to use them is very easy. So for the font face, I'm just going to type in Verdana, because that one's different than what you currently see. This is New Times Roman, which is the default. So if I type in Verdana, save this file, you'll see that this one is a serif font, so it's got the little sweeping edges on the corners. Verdana doesn't, so when I refresh this page, it's all smooth on the edges. So this one's a sans serif font. The size is weird. It's not pixels, it's not ems, it's not anything you'd be used to in CSS. Really, it's just numbers. So the number 1 is the first size. That's number 1. And size number 2 is this big. Size number 3 is this big. Size number 4 is this big. You get the idea. So whenever you keep incrementing those numbers up by 1, it keeps increasing the font size, and it's kind of arbitrary. For the color, we can use various things. We can use the word for the color, so we could type in the word red, save it, refresh, and we have red text. We could use RGB values, and we can use hex code. So for the RGB, we just go into here, we type in RGB. I think I was saying RBG, my bad. We put in RGB values between 0 and 255. We have 3 of them, and this will create some kind of color. Looks pretty gray. Let's see if I can just make sure this is actually working. Make it actually be a color. Yeah, okay, that's working. We have a bit of a maroon here. So this is how you do the RGB, and then with the hex code, you just type in the hashtag, put in hex code, and then you have your hex code color, in this case blue. So those are the 3 things you can do with the font HTML tag. You can determine the face of the font, the size of the font, and the color of the font, and the color you can do in 3 different ways, either by the name, RGB, or hex. And now I'm going to show you how to do all this stuff in CSS. So I'm going to delete the font tags right here. Just going to refresh the page here so we're back to our default. Up in the head section, I already have a style thing from my previous tutorial. So I'm just going to type in P for the selector, and we're going to type in font family of Verdana. We're going to type in font size of 20 pixels. And we're going to type in color, not font color, mind you, we're going to type in color of gold. Save that, refresh this page, and now we have those CSS styles applied to that paragraph, which is sweet. But we can do more. We can do things like text transform and make it uppercase. This is going to make everything uppercase. I'm just going to change the color so it's easier to see. Let's make it blue. So now it's all uppercase. Or you can do text transform capitalize. And this capitalizes every word. And there's 14 or 15 different text properties you can apply via CSS that you just can't apply via the font tag. And so I'm making the argument that you shouldn't even use the font tag. I know this tutorial is about the HTML font tag and that's what you wanted to see, but I'm telling you, use the CSS. It's more future-proof. So future-proof your website, use the CSS. So that's how easy it is to use the HTML font attribute as well as the CSS, which is a better alternative. I hope this video helps you. If you haven't done so yet, click on the subscribe button, then click on the bell notification icon so you're notified when we publish more awesome content, and then click on that card that just appeared in the top right of this video for some awesome resources. And until next time, keep crushing it, and I will see you in the next video.